some of you viewers out there know that you're like, CycleCruza, dude. I see you out there with 4 fingers on your front brake, man. What's up with that, dude? Dude, that's noob style, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to do 2 fingers, dude. I'm going to talk about what I do, and I'm going to talk about 2 fingers versus 4 fingers, or even 3 fingers or 1 finger. Let's talk about it. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. Watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today. Continue to leave video suggestions, but you may find what you're looking for by visiting my website at CycleCruza.com and click on the menu tab My Videos. And those are a bunch of playlists with all of my videos categorized in them to make it easier for you to navigate through.
I wanted to do some off-road foolery here, man, but it is way too saturated out there. And with these Shinko 705s, they absolutely suck in mud. So I'd probably get stuck out there. This is my most favorite bike. This is the most fun bike that I've owned thus far. This 2019 Yamaha YZ450FX. But yeah, guys. Yeah, you see me do 4 fingers. But sometimes on this bike, I'll do 2 fingers. Especially for the clutch. I know I'm talking about braking, but on the clutch I like to do 2 finger wheelies on here. That was a weak wheelie though. I didn't pull it up, but that's alright. Let's try it again here. That was alright. But yeah, I do 2 fingers, guys. For the clutch, but for my brakes I don't like to really do, I do 2 fingers sometimes, and right now I'm doing 2 fingers. On this bike I tend to do 2 fingers more, but I like to do 4 fingers. It's just it's more comfortable for me, you know what I'm saying? Take it to, this thing just wants to wheelie all the time. Man, I love this bike. But you know, the only time you know, I know some of you guys are going to say the benefit to having the 2 fingers on the front brake is so that you can stop faster. That reduces braking time. You know, for me, I have a fast response time. You know what I'm saying? That's how I have ninja skills. Ah! Like a boss. So I don't like, to me, riding around like this, it's just irritating me. It's just not fun for me. That's just me though. It just depends on what you want to do. But if you're a new rider, you know, in the MSF class and motorcycle schools, they teach you to start out with 4 fingers because they want you to separate throttle from the brake. So that once you know how to do the throttle, you know how to use the throttle properly and brake properly, then you can advance to doing 2 fingers if you want to. And also 2 fingers are for trail braking. But honestly, out here on the street, and if you're riding aggressively out here, of course you could use trail braking, but it's really unnecessary out here on the streets, man.
Here's some 4 versus 2 finger braking pros. As far as 4 fingers, the main takeaway here is that it helps new riders learn separation of controls, and it also helps reduce accidental roll-on throttle during braking, because if a new rider's got 2 fingers on the front brake and hand on the throttle, they could easily crank the throttle while braking by accident and set them up for a real effed up day. Also allows for max force. 2 fingers, they say possible reduced braking time. I take issue with that though. You can do trail braking, which helps advanced riders get in and out of the corners quickly. Not recommended for new riders though. Out here on the streets, guys, it's just really about survival. Yes, I had some fun out here ripping it. Woo! Good times, baby. Here and there, but you must start messing around, speed around in corners, man. I told you guys about that, being a street Rossi. I almost nailed a bunny rabbit out here. Oh man! Oh man! Messing around, man. It was that close, and that probably could have took out my front tire, man, and set me up for a real fooked up day. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't mean to do that, man. This bike, I tell you guys, this bike just, it wheelies itself. For those of you that want to, you know, learn how to wheelie easily, I tell you, get you a 450, man. Convert it to a Supermoto. And these things, they wheelie themselves, guys. This thing, it's just, it's crazy. It wheelies when I don't want it to wheelie. The self-wheeling motorcycle, man. Because it has so much torque. Yeah, for trail braking, yeah, you know, I hear being aggressive in the corners. Trail braking, basically, you're braking through the corner, but the more lean angle as you're going around the corner, the least amount of pressure you have on the brakes. And then eventually you release the brake and rip it! I love this bike! You know, you like CycleCruza, dude. You have more fun, you're smiling. I mean, well, you can't see me smiling, but you're all happy and giddy like a little girl on this thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm most happiest when I'm on this bike, guys. I love this bike, man. It is so wild. I'll tell you guys, I do not miss my liter bikes when I'm on this bike, man. I don't. And when I'm on my liter bikes, I'm missing this bike. I'll tell you guys, this bike is absolutely amazing. Absolutely freaking amazing, dude. But you know what's good about four fingers though is you get the full braking effect. You know, for those, depending on how you have your brake lever set up. Some of you guys, by the way, this is the Browns training camp, man. Check it out. You can see the Browns symbol there. It's the Browns. Hopefully they're going to do good this year. I don't know, but Odell Beckham Jr., you need to go to practice, man, and quit messing around. You know what I'm saying? I have a feeling, man, he's going to mess around and mess us up. You better get on his grind out here, man. I love it, baby. Throw it around like nothing. Like a bicycle, man. That's how I love lightweight, torquey bikes, boy. Woo! Little baby wheelie. Just mess around. Like I said, this bike does it itself. But anyway. Oh, this thing rips, man. But, you know, one thing that's bad, you know, for new riders that try to, you know, right off the bat, try to do two-finger braking, you know, while their hands on the throttle. Basically, when you're doing that, you run the risk of rolling the throttle on while you're braking by accident. So you think you're trying to brake and you're hitting the throttle, and that can set you up for a real fooked up day. Like I said, it's only the two-finger braking is only for advanced riders. Like I said, you see me every now and then, I switch up, I do 2, then I do 4 sometimes. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. For trail braking, yes, 2 is what you want for the track. And like I said, you don't really need to do trail braking out here, man. And you know, same for the clutch. The clutch, like I said, for wheelies, 2 fingers is good. Now, Valentino Rossi, he uses 3 fingers on the brake. Some people just use 1 finger on the brake. You know, the brakes are so good on this one, you could use just 1 finger easily, man. Check it out. The brakes are just so good on this bike. Oh, it's just amazing, man. This bike, you don't even have to even do clutch. It'll do power wheelies. See, I didn't even do them. It'll do power wheelies on this bike, man. Oh, I love this bike. I want to see somewhere where I can go off-road. We got to go do some off-road Fukare, man. You know what I'm saying? I can go find a spot. And one thing I love about this bike, you just rip on it, and you don't have to do continuously fast speeds. It just feel that torque pull. Woo! Feels good. Feels real good, baby. For you new riders out there, stick with 4 fingers for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then I say maybe after a year or 2, when you really learn how to brake properly and throttle properly and you're getting really comfortable, then go ahead and switch it to if that's what you want to do. Reduction in brake time, for me, it doesn't make any difference, man. So the argument's a moot point for me. I know some of you guys are going to argue on that. But hey, you do what the heck you want to do, guys. You know what I'm saying? I've been riding for about collectively 15 years. And it's all about staying safe out here. I've ridden all the different type of bikes. I've owned a Cruiser, the Supermoto, Dual Sport, the Super Bike, Super Sport, and Street Fighter. I got all different type of bikes except for a touring bike. I got stuff. Yeah, we got a bagger over there, baby. Do what you want to do. I'm having fun out here, and I wish you guys all the best. Stay safe out there on the streets, man. Just make sure you're braking properly. And I did a video on panic braking. You might want to go check out. I'll include a link in the description and comment section of this video. And basically, you know, when it comes to braking, you want to make sure that you squeeze a brake. Like I heard some motovlogger on YouTube say that one, squeeze the brake. Don't rip it. Don't just grab at it. That's what gets people into trouble. They get real anxious and bam. Condition yourself to slowly brake. Slowly brake. You know, even in emergency, if you just squeeze, it still can save you. You know what I'm saying? But when you grab off front brake and you can end up endoing, especially if you have regular brakes and it locks up the front wheel, you know, I could throw you over the bike. I've seen people where they got, even seasoned riders I've seen have a fooked up day and get thrown over the bike for panic braking out here. So you want to learn how to brake properly, guys. Avoid panic braking. Like I said, go check my video out. And I also have a video series, how to ride a motorcycle video series, you might want to go check out. I have the link to that in the description section of this video as well, or at my website. And if you want to get my gear, like this neck brace, keep me safe, my helmet, my camo pants, boots, gloves, this jersey, all my stuff, I always include links in the description and comment section of my videos, or go to my website, CycleCruza.com, click on menu tab, my gear, and that's links to all my stuff.
Thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.